time frames explained the right way, or at least as well as I can explain them. When I first began trading, time frames really confused me. I typically stayed on the 3 and the 5 minute time frame when I first began trading. So that's how I used to trade, the 3 and the 5 minute time frame only. But essentially, what a time frame essentially just embodies what price did during a specific set time. So if we go to the daily time frame and just go to the most recent date, Friday, November 28th, 2025, we see price moved a total from the low to the high, $3.16. That's all we did. And if we go to this big red candle here on Thursday, November 20th, 2025, we see price essentially just moved $23.67 in one day. That's what price did during that entire day's move, okay? That's all it is. And we can go to higher time frames and just do like I'll show you what a top-down analysis is essentially. So we'll go to the monthly time frame, and it is the end of November. So we're waiting for a new month to open up on Monday, I believe. So let's just go here, and this is a crazy wick, if you know what I mean. Price basically moved $34.95 in the month of November 2025, beginning Monday, November 3rd to Friday, November 28th, I believe. Yeah, it was the 28th. We moved $34.95. We have a crazy week right here. Wick right here. With news of Trump invading Venezuela. What the market is looking like, I'm very excited to see where we open up and what we do this coming Monday. So top-down analysis, we just look at what our monthly is doing. We go down to our weekly time frame, and then what did price do? And the price went up on the weekly time frame. In the week of the last week of November, from the 24th to the 29th, price moved a total of $22 up. Okay, and let's go to, again, these are common time frames. The daily time frame, price moved $3.71, you see at the very top up here. And I do have way more time frames than other people on board because I'm an unorthodox trader, and I use unorthodox time frames to go ahead and have more confluences, more setups, and higher win rates essentially, and higher returns per setup. Very unorthodox trader, but I truly believe, this is a video for another time, that what will make someone a great trader is two things. The secret is two things. One, unorthodox time frames, and two, Strat by Rob Smith. Absolute game changer. So let's continue in our top-end analysis. Another very important time frame people like, especially swingers, people who do swings and 0DTE or day trade, is the 4-hour time frame. I do like it as well. Now for me, the 4-hour time frame, another thing to notice here, I trade on extended trading hours, so I get more data. I get after hours, and I get pre-market, so I get more candles than if I only traded market open. So for a 4-hour time frame, I only get one candle during market open, which is at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for me, which would be 12 p.m. Eastern time. And that time is also lunchtime for the big boys on Wall Street, essentially. So this is something very important to note, because time plays a very important factor in trading. Okay, now we also get other 4-hour time frames on board, and look, we have the 5 a.m. session. So from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m., what did price do? And so you got to think about this. That is an hour and a half essentially of pre-market, and then 2.5 hours of market open. That's a big mix right there. And then we have the 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. candle. So 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. candle, and then we have the 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. candle, and then we have the 9 a.m. candle to 1 p.m. market close, or 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. So that kind of, hopefully that explains it. And we just basically what price embodies in this time. Like, I have a setup. I have a 4-hour setup, okay? This is the retrigger setup, and I essentially use the 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. and the 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. Time frames to go ahead and make a play, find my stop loss, price targets, and my entry off these pre-market 4-hour candlesticks essentially. So yeah, we need to see what price embodies in this time frame here. A lot of people do like it for swings. I like it as well. And I personally, I'm an unorthodox trader. I use unorthodox time frames. I love the 3-hour time frame because it lets me know if we're in a range. Ranges are very important. I love the 2-hour. Yeah, I love the 90, 65, and 45 minute as well. But another secret sauce, I call it the secret sauce. A lot of people are not gonna use it. I've never seen anybody use it. Is the 8-hour time frame. I made money off this 8-hour time frame. It helps me build a narrative, build a story, stack confluences onto my setup or my play I want to go ahead and take intraday wise. And now for this one, we only really get 2 candles. We get one during market open, opens at 9 a.m. like the 4-hour candle, and then one at 1 a.m. So 1 a.m. to 9 and then 9 essentially, and so on. We only get 2 candles, one pre-market after hours, and then one market open. I like it because if everybody likes the 4-hour time frame, why don't I just stack it and double it times 2? And so the 8-hour time frame really helps me just feel comfortable in my position, see what price is doing on lesser candles, and I definitely do use it during setups. So another very, 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 if not the most important time frame for intraday traders, again I trade 0 DTE options, is the 1-hour time frame. The 1-hour time frame is just hour by hour. 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., and so on. We had a short day Thursday, so that's a bad one. 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., 10 a.m. to 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 1. Okay? And the way to use it, and this is how I trade, price by time, time by price. Trading is a math equation. Okay? And I'm not the best explainer. So if this is confusing, drop some comments below. Let me go ahead and explain it to you better if you have any questions. So essentially, price is just what the 1-hour time frame is showing what price did in a candlestick in that 1-hour time frame. So from 7 to 8 a.m., the first live, and one of the most important times to trade is the first live 60. First live 60 is essentially the first 60-minute candle during market open. Live market open, we can all trade it. Okay, so look right here. If you can see, right here is a little bit orange. That's because it means pre-market, and then blue over here, it's after hours. I probably got to change these colors up so you can better see it. And then where it's black, that is just market open. Okay, so look, 6 a.m. market's closed for 30 minutes of this candle. Okay, but look over here. So we have a outside candle, price fell to go down, and I call this a strong 60. One of the theories I have is a strong 60 theory, and I will make money off of it if I have no setup on board, but price is absolutely pushing. So what it is I wait until the next hour to go ahead and enter a play off the high of my prior 60-minute. So strong 60 theory. Okay, I have a strong candle. Why is it a strong candle? Because it's a full body candle pushing straight up. We only had wick at the bottom, towards the bottom at the very beginning of it. We opened here, we wick down here for price just to soar back up strongly. So what I would do for my strong 60 theory is I would go ahead and take the continuation of that play and go ahead at 8 a.m. Once we reach the high of this 7 a.m. session, I would enter calls. So the high being highs right here at the top, 679.61. At this 8 a.m. session, once price reached 679.61, I would enter calls. And if we look at the very top right here, I want to point to it, but you can't see what I'm pointing to. But right here, these numbers, that's the opening price, that's the high, that's the low, and that's the close of the candle. So if we look right here, we opened at 69.57, only 4 cents down from where we have to get calls, so it moved fairly fast. Our high was 681.69. So we essentially moved $2, a dollar, $2 from open. And so there's that. So I just got into that strong theory too much, but it's just hour by hour by hour. 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. what did price do? 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. what did price do? 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. what did price do? Over and over. And then let's go down to some other time frames. The 30-minute time frame. I love the 30-minute time frame as well, because I do like to use the 30-minute time frame as confluence. I call it double homicides, but essentially I want setup continuity on multiple time frames. So if I see a setup on the 30-minute time frame, say I see a 132 up, and then I see on the 60-minute time frame, because the 60-minute has an extra 30 minutes to it, so it gives me more time to enter and feel confident in my play. So if I see a 132 on the 30-minute and I see a 132 forming on the 1 hour, I will take the play on the 1 hour time frame, a higher time frame, because I feel more confident in it. So yeah, I like to use a 30-minute for intraday reversals. Essentially, the 15-minute time frame as well. A lot of people love this time frame. Of course, it's very important. I love it myself. However, you can't let a 15-minute time frame dictate your entire play, because we have to find our bias off the higher time frames. What is the monthly doing? What is the weekly doing? What is the daily doing? What is the 4 hour doing? What is 1 hour doing? What is the 8 hour doing? What are those time frames doing? And then the 15-minute time frame, do we execute? Do we see pullback? Do we want to see price come to a certain point here? So let's take a look right off this date right here, the 28th, 15-minute time frame. Look, price is doing what? Price is pushing straight up. We had one 15-minute candle. Price came all the way down here, but guess what? We didn't reverse. We had to set. We had pullback. Price never reached. Oh, price did reach 50%, but it was only pullback. We went back green. We tested the daily highs. We had more pullback. And then we absolutely soared for an early close on the day. So 15-minute time frame is very important. Then we have the 5-minute time frame. I do recommend entering on the 5-minute time frame. I tend to enter on the 5 or 3-minute time frame. And that's just what price is doing in 5 minutes. Again, you can't dictate your entire trading decision on the 5-minute time frame, because the 5-minute time frame can merely just mean pullback. Don't get tricked out your position because you let a lower time frame candle pull back, while the higher time frames never changed direction. They never showed failure. So I do like to use this right here. I like to use the 5-minute time frame as my entry, as well as the 3-minute time frame. I love the 3-minute time frame. It's probably my most favorite time frame because it shows ranges so well. It allows you to go ahead and mark off what a range is doing so well. Like if you just look here on this time frame, you easily see, okay, we have a double high right here. Boom, a double high, 3-minute time frame. We go boom, up, down, up, down. You see on this double down, we never went lower than just the average right here, and we soared up. I could probably find a better range for everybody, but the 3-minute time frame is very great. I like to see the opening print on the 3-minute time frame for volume, and you see my volume is right down here. So yeah, there is that. Hopefully that explained time frames. Oh, okay. Time frames is essentially just what did price do in this time frame on Monday, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to 8 a.m. on the 60-minute time. What did price do? What did the candle look like? Candles are just visual representations. Go to that 1 hour time frame right over here. Monday, November 17th. Okay, we have a nice candle, pretty strong. Wicks down there. Never went lower. Boom. If we go ahead and open up here, I'll enter calls. Just go ahead and get continuation of that play. That's what that is. Hopefully I explained it fairly well. I do want to get into unorthodox time frames. But that may be a video for another, and that may be for another video. It's not complex, but I want to keep this as simple as possible. But I'm rambling now. So my Discord is Angel Precision. I trade with Precision daily. I'm currently doing mentorships. They are, as of now, $1,000. You get lifetime access to my Discord because I want to build a community of people who want to trade and make money the right way, the smart way, the easy way. So I'm doing lifetime memberships. Comes with a mentorship. 4 calls. I explain my strategy to you. I break everything down to you, and I get you right on track so you can start taking my plays and making money with me daily and identifying yourself. It also gives you access to the future indicators and scanners that are going to be coming with my Discord. As I spend this next few weeks to a couple of months transitioning my Discord from more of less of a signals group to more of a data-driven, high-level trading group. So be tuned for that. But as of now, if you want to up your skills of trading and join a community of good traders who are very serious about what they do, my Discord link is in my bio to Angel Precision, the Precision House, and let's work. Let's work. So again, I do ramble a lot. That is the basics on time frames. If you have any questions, I may have left something or a few things out. Do let me know. But it's very important that we know our time frames because it allows us to build confidence, build confluence, build the narrative, and be more successful in our day-to-day trades. My current hit rate as of now is 114 out of 118. And trust me when I tell you, I fly through time frames at all times. I fly through time frames throughout the day. Again, link in bio. Any questions, drop a comment. Hopefully y'all like this video. Subscribe, follow, tune in, come make money the easy way, and I'm out.